Go for it, Haley.
Hello. Today we're going to talk about the importance of reading. So, do any of you have trouble with reading?
No.
Well, I've had a lot of trouble with reading over the years, and this year I've started actually actively reading again because I found a book that actually interests me. So it's really easy to find books that interest you, especially since reading is really important. So we have a video on the importance of reading called "Reading Gives You Superpowers."
We've all heard the famous saying, reading gives you superpowers, but have you ever stopped to think about it? Maybe you've even wondered, how does reading give you superpowers? Well, I'm here to explain. We can all be entertained and even learn by watching movies and television, but when we do these things, we're really just watching somebody else be creative. Movie and TV directors get to have all the fun. They get to decide what we see and for how long, and they choose all the details, like the music and the costumes, even the special effects. They're the ones being creative, and we're just watching. With reading, however, it's a whole different story. We get involved. When we read a book, there aren't any special effects. There's no music to set the mood, and no costume designers or set decorators. We have to fill in all of those details ourselves by using our imaginations. The simple fact is, the more we read, the more we get to use our imaginations. And the more we use our imaginations, the more powerful we become. So crack open a book and start reading, because reading really does give you superpowers. And imagination is the greatest superpower of all.
So, reading has declined in popularity, but it still has moral benefits and intellectual benefits that can help you in many ways that you don't even expect. So, we will be discussing why reading has declined, the importance of reading, and the benefits of reading. So, recently, only a quarter of American adults haven't read a book in a long time, like within a year. So, according to Pew Research, adults with a high school degree or less are 3 times less likely than college graduates to read. So, especially people who are lesser educated are not reading, so that is not beneficial to them. But reading is declining, and it should be pushed in school curriculums to read, because it really can help you intellectually, and it can give you a sense of imagination, and and there are a lot of benefits that we will discuss now.
All right, one second.